Antonia, and I am bringing to you the folk tales of Tobago. So, back in the days of my ancestors, Tobago was filled with magical and spiritual energy. We call it Obeah. And those who could harness that energy, they were known as Obeah men and Obeah women. Now, an Obeah man, once he could tap into the power, was able to accomplish great feats like teleportation, flying, shape-shifting, and they could even adapt a person's destiny with just a few spells and rituals. Now, Obeah was used for good and it was used for bad. And what we are going to look at the various ways that Obeah was used in the lives of Tobagonians. Because for many years, we shaped our lives around the use of Obeah, and the island was so connected to the spiritual world. Now this morning, I want you to travel with me to the village of Golden Lane. Golden Lane is a small, beautiful island overlooking the sea. Now when you stand up in Golden Lane, up on the hills, and you look down into the junction while the sun high, the streets would shine a golden, radiant color that gave the impression that it was covered in gold, hence the name Golden Lane. So in the village of Golden Lane, it was customary for young girls, for teen girls, teenage, like about 13 and up, to go down to the river to wash clothes and to fetch water and everything. So on the weekends, the girls would go down and go down to the river to do their washing and to bring up water for use for the day. Now, Big River was about a mile off from Golden Lane, so you know it's a long walk that the girls used to have to go on. So they would pack up all the things in the baskets, put it on their head, and walk 1 mile down to the river. Now, some people used to walk with 2 hands up, some with one, and if you was really good doing it for a long time, you're balancing your basket with no hands and you're walking down the road proud. So this was true also for Tan Baby and her sisters. Now before Tan Baby was old enough to go down to the river with her sisters, they would go alone and Tan Baby would stay home and do all the house chores. So every time the sisters go down to the river and come back, they would complain to their parents about being attacked by a hen with chicks. Now I don't know if you ever encounter a hen with chicks. The hens will aggressively attack anybody who come close to their young ones. So every time the girls go down, every weekend, they go down to the river, balance baskets. When they finish wash their clothes and they're on their way up, they will encounter this hen with chicks and it will attack them. So without fail, the girls go down by the river, wash their clothes, put their baskets on their head, balance and come back up the road and they get attacked. And as they reach home, they complain to their parents. Finally, one weekend, Tan Baby get fed up at the complaining. Tan Baby say,
"Oh, you're so good, yes? If it was me, I would have hit that hen with one kick."
And she demonstrated how she was going to kick the hen. Now she sisters and them just ignore her, shaking their heads. Because as the old people say, when no meet you, no pass you. Because Tan Baby never got down by the river, she never made the trek, and she had no idea what the experience was like. So, the day finally came when Tan Baby was old enough to make the journey down to the river with her sisters. So one Saturday morning, they packed up all their baskets, and Tan Baby is a new one. She never balanced baskets on her head, so she hands up here. Right, so they pack up their baskets, balance them on the head, and they start to make the trek down to the river. As soon as they hit the road, Tan Baby start to boast. She boasts and she boasts about what she gonna do when she encounter the hen. Boy, the sisters them was annoyed. You ever end up with somebody who only talking? Well, that was Tan Baby that morning day. And when they reached down to the river, the sisters thought they would get a little relief. No. As soon as they take off the basket off their head and they start washing, Tan Baby start to complain. She complained about how she sisters them scared the cat. She boasts about how she ain't afraid no fowl. And that was how they spent their whole morning. By 12 noon, they finish wash up everything. They hang them out on the stones and they don't dry up. And they folded their clothes neatly, pack them back in their baskets, and balance the baskets on their head to go home. Now, they don't reach halfway up the track. As they reach halfway up the track, you know that place where the hog plum tree just come over the road? Yes, right there. The hen walk out into the paths. So the hen walk out, and then the sisters start to watch at Tan Baby, and they move to the side because they didn't want to get caught up in this attack. So Tan Baby stood her ground, gearing up to kick the chicken as the hen come closer. Now the hen walk up close to Tan Baby, and Tan Baby was about to raise up her foot to kick the hen. It transformed into a man. Tan Baby was shocked. The man watching.
She said, well, look, me here. Me here, you say you go kick me down. Well, look, me here. Kick me now. Kick me.
Tan Baby, frozen as a pin, with her hand on her basket, fell all the way down. My gosh. Her sisters could not believe their eyes. They take off at a speed, not even looking back to see where their sister was. Hey. And those were the kind of things that used to happen long time. You see, people used to be traveling all over the island in the shape and form of different animals. Now, don't ask me why they used to do it. But this thing was such a closely protected secret that I am not sure that they still do that today. Crick crack, monkey break he back for a piece of pomeranc.